welcome to the Awakened and Aligned podcast. My name is Shannon Kaiser, and I'm super happy to be here with you today because we're going to dive right in. Today, we're talking about how to spot a fake friend or a fake dynamic. What this means when I say fake, it means that someone is probably not in the dynamic for the same intentions as you. If your intentions are grounded in wanting to grow, wanting to build together, wanting to invest in someone because you're wanting long-term connections, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a healthy dynamic in the workspace, or whether it be with a personal relationship, or even growing closer to a family member. We have different connections in our lives, but some people are really fake and they don't care to go any deeper because they are in it for themselves. And so that's what we're talking about. So the very first thing you can look at in your connections, and you can do a relationship inventory, look at all the people in your life, maybe the 3 to 5 people you spend the most time with, put them on a piece of paper and see if these line up or if you feel these in any of these connections. Chances are you're in a relationship where they are interested in taking and you might be the giver. So, number one is to recognize, does it feel like the relationship is transactional? Are they keeping score? Are they constantly saying, well, I got the last time, so you get this time? Or I owe you, you owe me, down to the penny even. Now, a lot of times this is learned behavior from our parents. A lot of times our parents have transactional relationships, especially depending on the generation of which your parents grew up in. There was a provider, and then there was the home kind of person who took care of the home. Like, this is your duty. So we have a transaction where we understand. But still, in those connections, it's a reciprocation of, I understand what I need to do right now. And maybe at this time in my life, I'm not making as much money, so you'll support me, and vice versa at a different time. Those are healthier relationships. What I'm talking about is someone who actually is approaching you as a transaction. You know, I had an experience one time, I think I shared on a different video, where I thought I was growing a friendship. I really did. I really believed this would be a friendship for quite a long time. Turns out they were just trying to get me involved in their MLM, multi-level marketing scheme. I call it a scheme because it felt very schemy, and they were really only looking at me as money signs. This person can help me have a life I want if they give me money. Very manipulative in the way they approached the friendship because they were very strategic. It was always about what they could get, not what could they give. So transactional is the first thing you want to look for. And the second thing you can look for is if there's a sudden change in behavior. Now, a lot of the times we go through life and you know, we have friendships or we have relationships where we will go through something that's hard. And if they lean in and talk to you about it, that's one thing. But you may be involved with an avoidant, someone who runs when things get hard, or maybe you're involved with someone who just hasn't really looked at their own inner child trauma and they're acting from a place of fear. But in general, I'm not talking about those. What I'm talking about is people who actually kind of manipulate situations and they will suddenly change on you, such as perhaps things are going really well. You could be in what's called a love bombing situation, which is what narcissists, sociopaths, manipulators will use on purpose to kind of hook you in. And so if it's a fake relationship, you will see and feel that there's attention, you're getting this attention, you're growing, you feel like it's kind of a connection where you're building something, and then all of a sudden there's a sudden change. This sudden change comes when you enter into what's called the devalue stage, and this is what a love bomber does, or a narcissist or sociopath. They take you through, I love you, I'm so into you, or hey, we're building this business connection, I really want to invest in you, you invest in me, whatever it may be. And then they suddenly change because they want to devalue you and make you think what happened. And so this pulling away of the energy is a very strategic tactic. As they do this, it's often your energy comes in. Why are you doing this? I thought we were building together. I thought we had a connection. Be cognizant if this happens to you in your connections, because what comes after is what's called the discard phase, where they will immediately drop you. And if you have an abandonment wound, or you feel stuck, or like you want attention, or you need attention from someone outside of you, then you're going to constantly be kind of chasing this energy, and they know that. And that kind of creates this fake dynamic where they were never really in it for the relationship or you. They just wanted your attention or what you could give to them. So look for that and recognize that your worth does not come in anything outside of you. And your attention, needing attention from someone else, should never be dependent on them mistreating you. This is abuse. It's emotional abuse. Walk away. If anybody is doing this push pull, if somebody stops connecting with you, you can ask them 1 or 2 times, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? I'm here for you. We're friends, right? Or we're building this romantic relationship, or hey, I see you're troubled here at work. But if they continue to mistreat you, that's a sign that they're using you. So walk away. You deserve better. The final one I'm going to share with you today is to recognize well, I have 2 more here, so let's say them real quickly. It's always about them. If you're in a connection where you feel like you're giving attention, time, energy, money, and they make it about them, look at your text chains, look at the communication. Maybe they ask you questions when you're in person and are very engaging, but between these times that you're in person hanging out, it's very maybe crickets, or maybe they don't ask anything about you and it's all about them. This is not only a selfish behavior, it could be a form or sign of narcissism, but it's also they really don't care about you. They really only care about themselves. So this is a fake friendship. They're only interested in what you can do for them, how you make them feel, how you can help them. The moment you need something, who's there for you? Look at your circle of friends. Are they there for you? And if not, then recognize you have some fake friends, and it's time to just clutter out those people so you can create some powerful, some supportive dynamics. The final one I will share is if they use something against you. Chances are you have invested in your friendship, your relationships, your connections, and you've shared parts of yourself. You've opened up and been vulnerable. If during a fight or sometime during an altercation, they throw something you've said to them back at you in a way to kind of get you to feel bad. Maybe it was an insecurity of yours. Maybe they recognize something that you shared about your childhood that you didn't like, and maybe you were bullied. And then they come in and say, you're so needy and I can't believe you. No wonder you were bullied when you were little, like whatever it may be. If they throw anything back, this is a fake friend. Run for the hills. Run, run, run as far as you can, because this person is manipulating you. They don't care about you. And quite honestly, they're only in it for themselves. So here's what we want to do. We want to reclaim our power by you caring about you. This is about self-love. This is about a deeper form of self-love. And you can read my book, The Self-Love Experiment, or the book Return to You, to really understand your habits and why you're allowing people in your life to disrespect you. Maybe you're not. Maybe this video is you don't relate to it. You probably wouldn't still be here. If you're still here, recognize that you deserve love and care, and it has to start with yourself. So know that you deserve to be respected. So ask yourself, how am I respecting myself? The truth is, if I stay in relationships that are fake, then I'm lying to myself. I want meaningful connections. I want healthy relationships. And if that's where you are, then you have to look at how you can have more meaningful relationship with yourself and healthier connection to yourself. It starts with you. So I'm sending you lots of love today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, share, and I will see you for another resource video soon. Remember, it all comes back to knowing your worth, loving yourself, and really making the most of your time here on earth from a place of you matter and you are gorgeously awesome. Thanks for tuning in to Play with the World.